Hello, my name is Morgan Potter, and today I will be presenting on the vulnerable population of children in special education, specifically regarding the principles of special education. We'll get started with a summary of the resources I viewed within this module. There are children who receive diagnoses at a range of different ages. The NCLD informs the viewer that families can request free diagnostic screening if there are concerns of developmental delays through Child Find, an IDEA process that aids individuals in identifying disabilities and finding resources for ages birth through 21 years. While any diagnosis can alter reality for the family and present many unknowns, the policies in place ensure that there is support for the individuals. IDEA is a policy that, as stated in the Principles of IDEA video within this module, requires equal opportunity, free public education, and a team of adults to collaborate on the educational resources required to set an individual up for success. Something that I learned while looking more into the IDEA policy is that it actually began as the Education of the Handicapped Act in 1975. Then it transformed into the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, in 1990, and now it is known as the Individuals with Disabilities Education Improvement Act, which it was changed to in 2004. Before I get started on this slide, I do want to say that the article within this module had some terminology that was a little outdated, specifically normal used instead of typically developing. There was also some language to describe someone maybe diagnosed with autism that is a little bit outdated, so please excuse the language in the quote that I used, but I did think the information is still valuable. IDEA has been designed to ensure equal opportunity for all children by ensuring the appropriate resources to individuals with special needs. All children benefit from being surrounded by people who have differing abilities. As much as possible, preschool children with disabilities need to spend time in early childhood settings in order to learn the give and take of play, to hear normal spoken language, and to learn pre-reading and other cognitive learning skills presented in the regular preschool curriculum. Ensuring that children receive accommodations to succeed in a least restrictive environment can ensure social interactions and play among typically developing children and children who have received a diagnosis. While I understand that the intent among implementing this act was positive, I can also see the downsides in placing every child in a public education setting. So let's get into some pros and cons. Exposure to children of different abilities. Ensuring that children with disabilities are in a public education setting provides opportunities for children to learn the greatness in building relationships with people who are different than us. This is something that I see in my current work. We have an inclusive preschool program that focuses on providing services to children on the autism spectrum and typically developing children. So you really get to see how children learn to interact with each other, no matter their verbal communication abilities, their cognitive abilities. They're learning that there is something that they can both bring to the table that can make playing and learning together very fun. Additionally, inclusivity for children with disabilities. As stated in the Principles of IDEA video within this module, children with disabilities used to be basically exiled from society and required care only from their guardians. Now there's more of a value in their differences and ensuring that they are included in the general society. Something that I do not think is as great is requiring all children to meet academic expectations. My experience with children with autism has shown me that not all individuals benefit from meeting academic expectations when they could be learning life skills at a much younger age. So there are some children who are highly impacted by their disability, and pushing them to the academic levels of their age group may not be the best use of resources for them in the age of elementary education or even early childhood. And I believe that sometimes we can be providing resources for them to learn life skills that will benefit them as adults at an exponentially larger value. These are the references I used within this presentation, and I look forward to seeing the information you have to share. Thank you for listening.